Hi friends, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela WebDev. In the previous video, we have seen how to install the Git in our local system. We have seen, and also we have successfully installed the Git also in our local system. Now what we need to do is, so before starting using the Git commands, before typing the Git commands in our project or anything, so first what we need to do is, immediately after installation of the Git in our system, we need to set our username and email address in the Git configuration. So now we need to set the username and the email address. Why we need to set the username and email address? Let's try to see. So here you will be able to see Git configuration. After installing Git in our system, the first thing we need to do is set our username and the email address. So that means after installation of the Git in our system, first thing what we need to do is we need to set our username and the email address. Why we need to set the username and email address? This is because when we use Git to change the files in the project, so that means when we have a project, when we are working in the project, and in the project is there, if it is there any Git uses this information to identify who has made the changes to the file. So that means Git will use this information. What information? It will use the information username and the email address to identify who has made the changes to the file. So that means if anybody made the changes to the file, so it will record the changes with the username and email address. It will attach the changes to that username and email address so that for the reference it will be available. Now the command to add the username and email address is the git config. So let's try to see this git config. Now before adding this git config username and address, we need to know the hierarchy of the configuration. So now you will be able to have a doubt that, so now where will be the configuration will be available? How I need to give the configuration? Now the Git configuration has 3 levels. Actually you will find 3 configuration files in the Git. So which is the main configuration file and what is the most important, which will be the priority one? So let's try to see here. Git uses a series of configuration file. It will not use a single configuration file. It will use a series of configuration files to determine the behavior. So to determine the behavior, it uses a series of configuration files. Git has multiple levels of configuration. So what is those multiple levels? First is the project level. Second one is the user account level. User account level means nothing but your computer user. So what is your system user you are using? That is the user. And in the system level, so the system level is nothing but the Git installation folder. So that means you will be having 3 configuration files for a Git. So first one is the Git installation level. That means where the Git has been installed in your system. In that folder you will be having one configuration file. In the user account level means nothing but you will be having a computer user, right? In that each user you will be having one configuration file. And in the project level means when you are having a project, each project you will also have a project level configuration file also. So now which will take it as a priority here? First it will check in the system level. Okay, if the username and email address is present in the Git installation folder, it will try to take that username and email address. Then afterwards it will check the user account, and or otherwise what we can say is, first it will take the project level. Okay, first it will take the project level. For example, in the project level, if it finds the username and email address, it will take that username and email address first. So if it doesn't find any username and email address, then it will try to check in the next level, that is nothing but the user account level. In the computer user, it will try to check whether any username or email address is present or not. If it is present means then it will take the user account level. If in the user account level also it is not present means then it will try to take in the system level. So it will try to take in the system level. So in the system level is present means then it will take in the system level. So that means hierarchy will come in the top to bottom. So if the project level, if it is present, it will stop from here only. If it is not present means then it will check in the user account level. Then afterwards in the system level. This is the hierarchy. Here this is the diagram representation how you can see. So first in the project 1 and project 2, you are having user details configuration of user 1. Okay, so now project 1 and project level you are having in the configuration, you will be having the user 1. And in the project 3, project 4, you can maintain the user account 2. So if the project 1, project 2, this one is not having any user details means then it will go into the global level configuration. Global level configuration is nothing but the user level configuration. Now if here also it is not present means then it will go for the system level configuration. This is the hierarchy. So first it will check the project, then afterwards in the user level, then afterwards in the system level. So you need to understand. Now this is the configuration locations. So now you will be getting a doubt that where I can find this configuration. Yeah, I'm able to understand. So which level, in which file, in which location I can find this configuration files. Now in the project level, you will be able to find in the project level itself. If you are having a project, in the project level itself, you will be having a .git folder. In the .git folder, you will be having a file that is nothing but the config. So I will show you the demo also. So here you will be having .git folder, in the config you will be having. Now if you are having in the global level, so user level, so what you will try to have in the user level, you will be having user / Leela / so that means user / git config. So in the user, so here is the computer user is the Leela. In that Leela, you will be having the .git config folder. And in the system level, that is the where the Git has been installed. So in this Git installation, you will be able to find user / local / et / there you will be able to find the Git config. Okay, so these are the levels. Now you will be able to see how can I for example, yeah, you told okay fine, I am able to find these all locations. So for example, how can I know? So if in this location, if I am unable to find the configuration file, means how can I know where in my computer the configuration file is located? So for that reason, what we can do is there is a command that git config -list -show -origin. So let's try to type this command so that we can find so that we'll try to find where my projects are where my configuration files are located. So let's go to the here. I will try to clear these all the things. Now what I will try to do is, so let's come to outside somewhere. So now here I can write git config. So first one we can check something like git -- version. Git is installed in my system. Now here I can check git config, okay, -list -show -origin. So now if you type here, you will be able to see now here this is the user level. C users Leela Narasimha is the computer user, and here I am able to find the git config. Here I am having a user.email is equal to leelanrp@callminds.com. So this is my company email ID, and here you will be able to see the system level configuration. C program files git etc git config. So here you will be able to see the configuration file. So that means I am able to find the system level configuration folder, and also I am able to find the user level configuration folder also. So here you will be able to find the user level. Now if I am right now we don't have any project, so right now we don't have any project level configuration, you will be having git in that folder. So this is why. So now if you want to check means, so here you can go directly to C, okay, in the users. Here what is the thing they are saying? C users Leela Narasimha, okay, this is my username, and here they are saying that git config. Here you will be able to see the git config. So if I try to make it big, you will be able to see the git config here. If I open this one with edit with notepad++, we will try to see the user, and here this is one section. You will be able to see one bracket like this. This is one section. Name is equal to Leela Narasimha and email is equal to, here you will be able to see the username and the email address. Now if I want to see, this is the user level. Let's understand that this is the user level. I am having the users Leela Narasimha. In your computer you can have so many users. For this user, git config is there. Now if I want to check in the system level where I need to go, I need to go to the program files. Somewhere what is the location they have told? Program files and in the git. And in the git, I need to go to the git. Okay, here in the git, I need to go to the etc. And here we will be able to see the git config. Here is the git config. And if I open this edit with notepad++, so here also I am able to see the pull, and these are all the configuration I am able to see. So we will try to discuss these all the configurations afterwards. So these are all the configurations we are also able to see. So that means what we have seen, we have also seen the user level configuration and also the system level configuration also. In the next video, what we will try to do is we will try to change the configuration username and email for the project level. So right now we are having leelanrp@callminds.com, right? So let's try how we can change this leelanrp@callminds.com. We will try to see the configuration, how we can change the configuration and how we can add the project level configuration also. Let's try to see it in the next video. If you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.